Okay, y'all, today I'm gonna show you how to do a fast, efficient, and effective pre-trip. Not a DOT class regulated pre-trip, just a fast, effective pre-trip, how we do it out here in the field every day to make sure our equipment's safe. So if you don't know, you wanna check your oil before you start the truck. If you start the truck, it sucks the oil up in the motor. You're not gonna get an accurate read. So you wanna check your oil before you start the truck. So I come out here, I got my napkin. First thing I do is check my oil. I open it up, wipe it clean. All right, check the oil. The level's good. It honestly probably has a little bit too much. They probably overfilled it a little bit, maybe by a gallon. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. But I check my oil. Second thing I do, man, I just visually check out the motor, right? I don't see anything broken, nothing hanging down, nothing leaking. I check my belts, less than 1 inch of play. That's good. Next thing I do, I check my tires, make sure I got 430 seconds on the drive. I want to check my slack adjusters. Slack adjusters is a big thing because they can go out at any given time. So check the slack adjusters, check your pads, and make sure you got more than 1/4 inch of brake. Nothing on the leaf springs, broken, missing, crack, damage. U-bolts are good. Just visually inspect the truck. I mean, I drive the truck every day, so I know my truck. I don't need to go through a whole thorough 30-minute pre-trip inspection. I just jump out, check my coolant level. The minimum's right here, so the level's up here, so the coolant's good, my cap is tight. I don't see anything leaking. I'm looking for coolant leaks and oil leaks. Nothing's dripping on the ground, so I don't have anything leaking off the truck. Check my tires are good. Slack adjuster on this side. You want to check your slack adjusters. I don't need to pull on them or nothing. I know they work. So that's basically how I do that. The next thing I want to do, come back, I want to get in, I want to start the truck. All right, once I start the truck, I'm looking for any dash lights on. So my lights, I put in aftermarket headlights, so I got so when they splice the wires, it's throwing my lights off, but that's what my check engine light is for. I don't have a check engine light for anything else. Nothing's wrong with the truck, no ABS lights. They're not gonna shut you down for a check engine light. They'll shut you down for an ABS light, but no ABS lights is on. Everything looks good. So I turn my lights on, 4-ways on. Now what I'm doing, I'm jumping out, I'm checking my motor, I'm listening for the motor, make sure everything's running good. Make sure I don't hear anything. So I don't see anything leaking. Everything sounds good. I can hear some air rushing over here, so I have a slight air leak. So I've got a slight air leak right there. That's the point of the pre-trip. I want to know where my air leaks are. Whatever's leaking on the truck. I don't need to fix it right now, but I'm gonna fix it as soon as I go to the shop. Now I'm checking my lights. Headlight works, blinker light. Headlight works, blinker. Again, I'm looking under the truck. I don't see anything leaking under there. I'm checking my lights. All the mirrors is good. Nothing's broken on the truck. So I'm walking around. I'm checking my tires. Want to make sure all the lights work on my trailer. Make sure you check your differentials. You don't want any oil leaking from the differentials. They have oil in them. Again, we're looking at the slack adjusters. Nothing's broken, hanging. Brake pads look good. Tires are good. This tire is wearing a little bit right here, so we want to notice stuff like that. It's good though. Missing a mud flap on the other side from when my tire blew up, so I want to come right here. My airbags are inflated. Make sure your airbags are inflated. Make sure really you want to make sure the slack adjusters aren't broken on the hinges. That's what we're looking for. Checking out the brake pads. I can see them. Minimum 1/4 on all the brake pads. I walk around. Check my tires. Normally I got my little hammer with me, but I'm in another truck. My truck's in the shop for the AC. Lights is good, blinkers work. All the tires are good. Again, just a visual inspection, man. Make sure nothing's broken, make sure nothing's hanging. Mainly checking out my slack adjusters. The brake pads are brand new on those. like I said, once you know your truck, so I'm checking my tires, brake pads, torque arms, man. They're new. I just put a new leveling valve, brake pads, slack adjusters, all that stuff's good. I broke this, man. I had a tire blow up. These tires are brand new. I had a tire blow up and dent my freaking fuel tank, man. Otherwise, it's a good effective pre-trip right there. We're ready to roll. All right, so I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of extra free game right here. Driving on these lease roads, on the bumpy roads, is just driving in a tractor, period. You gotta realize your cables might jiggle loose. And to keep yourself from having starter problems, you wanna check all your cables. Look at that, see that? You wanna check your cables every now and then. Make sure, see that? Right there? Make sure nothing's jiggling loose. I had my dash was boop, boop, boop. I said, you know what? Let me jump out and check my cables. So all I do, come right here. That one's tight. You don't need to over tighten them. But see, that one was loose. That one's loose. That one tightened up a little bit, but it's pretty tight. This one's tight. Check this one. That one. I mean, they're all tightening down. This one right here, this one's pretty tight, but I can put some pressure on it. This one right here is loose. See, that's loose. They don't even grab the ratchet. See, I'm tightening that one down. Tighten that one down pretty tight. You don't need to tighten it super tight. It's hand tight. Yeah, you just want to check your cables every now and then, man. Make sure everything's connected. Make sure ain't nothing broken and corroded and stuff. I've had cables break. All the grounds are connected. Just check your batteries every now and then, man. I had a slight hiccup on my dash. I said, you know what? Let me jump out and check my batteries. Sure enough, a couple terminals are loose, man. Free game.